An ultimate team. It's a thing I have been pondering for a while. Don't ask me why. I've been thinking about this kind of thing. It's just been on that twisted brain of mine. An ultimate team with players of all the same surname. It's either a commentator's dream in that you don't have to think, you just say the surname, or it's a commentator's nightmare because you have to distinguish between which player. It kind of came about because there was a time when Aaron Smith, Conrad Smith, and Ben Smith were all playing for the All Blacks and potentially up against guys like George Smith, so it got all a bit confusing. But I've gone ahead and picked, as best I could, a 15-man squad. I could not go as far as the bench, but all guys named Smith. From 1 to 15, everybody is a Smith. They're varying levels of quality. The most frustrating thing is, as soon as I release this video, I know someone's going to tell me you forgot about this Smith, who's a better Smith than one of the ones I picked. Certain positions were really easy. Loose head prop, I tell you, if your surname is Smith, there's a good chance you're going to be a loose head prop. I had multiple choices, but some positions were really, really scraping. But yeah, I'll go through these 15 players. You can tell me what you think of the team. What level do you think this team would compete at? And yeah, we'll go from there. Loose head prop. I had so many choices, but I couldn't go past Nicky Smith for Wales. He's a current Wales international. Wales squad, which has just won a Grand Slam as I record this video. So he is a pretty darn good loose head prop to start the thing. Toby Smith is another option I could have gone for. JP Smith, who plays for the Reds here in Super Rugby. There were loads of Smiths, but there was no going past Nicky Smith, 24 years old, as my starting loose head prop. Tight head, I have gone with JP's brother. I've gone with Ryan Smith. He plays for the Reds here in Super Rugby. And if you don't watch Super Rugby, the Reds have a very, very good scrum. And part of that reason is Ryan Smith at tight head. So South African born, but plays in Australia. A proper scrummaging prop he is, and a very good choice, I think. Hooker was a wee bit trickier, and forgive me if I've forgotten anybody, but I've gone with Adrian Smith. To be honest, I don't remember him, but apparently he played for North Harbour here in the Mitre 10 Cup. He was in the Blues, which is my team, their wider training squad for a while. And he has since gone over to play Division 2 rugby in France. So he's still a professional rugby player. I forgot to mention, I'm trying to pick players that are current, not just like an all-time historical Smiths, current Smiths. So I've gone with him at hooker. So with those two pretty solid props, you got an international level, a Super Rugby level, and then a kind of Division 2 level. Hooker, I feel like he'll get by. For the locks, this was a lot trickier. For my first lock, I've gone with Hayden Smith, and he's more well known for kind of trying his hand at American football, the NFL. I believe he played a little bit in the NFL, but didn't really make it, as a load of players are trying to do that now. He is 33 years old, former Saracens player, playing at least of last season. I couldn't find if he's playing this season. I don't think so. So he may be my... he's the only one that's not that I couldn't confirm plays this year, but he was playing at least for Esher Rugby. He's 6'6", as I said, former Saracens player, solid. So he played as of 2018. That I could confirm. So yeah, forgive me if there's another Smith. I was looking at who's that other Smith? Ron Smith, the former Springbok, but he retired a couple of years ago. A few other locks had retired that were named Smith, so he is the most current one I could find. The other lock I've gone with is Matt Smith. He's playing for Yorkshire Carnegie in the Championship over in England, so kind of another Division 2 guy. He's 6'8", he's 29, professional rugby player, that height. I think he's going to have enough support around him to do a job. Loose forwards. And there's kind of a definite theme to these loose forwards, but it is kind of by the fact that I had to pick guys named Smith. I've gone with, on the loose, we're talking about blindside, Blindside flank, I've gone with George Smith, the former Wallaby. He has played for the Wallabies on the blindside before, although traditionally he is an open side. So it's an unusual pick, but he has played international level probably 12 years ago. I don't know, a long time ago at blindside. So it's not totally foreign to him. He's not your traditional blindside, that's for sure. But he's international quality, he's still playing for Bristol. So a guy with that much experience is going to contribute to the team. Open side, I've gone with another Matt Smith. This is the one from Glasgow. He's going to play open side. I believe he's pretty much a specialist open side from what I know about him. He got called up to the Scotland squad not that long ago, but I don't think he played because was he one of the ones that pulled up through injury? Either way, he's on the radar of Grigor Townsend. 22, open side, plays for Glasgow. To kind of pair with George's experience, I've got a bit of youth. And then at number 8, I've gone with Quacker Smith. So essentially, I have 3 open side flankers in my back row. So look at it at the breakdown because these guys are going to be trying to steal a lot of ball. Not so much like a CJ Stander bullocking runner, but hey, what are you going to do? I've got to go with Smiths. Quacker Smith, so he plays open side or number 8. So I've put him at number 8 here. Again, he's played 7, so he's got a lot of gas and he is good at the breakdown. Good work rate, so he will fit in nicely. So that's the forwards. It's a mix of, you got international, former international, potential international. Quacker Smith has played for the Box, but not a lot. I think 1 or 2 games. And then a few Division 2 players. So it's a bit of a mixed bag. Scrum half, number 9, halfback. I've gone with Aaron Smith. He is the current first choice All Blacks number 9, although some people would argue he shouldn't be. There's a fair bit of competition for that jersey, but he is the guy, he's the incumbent. At times you would definitely say he has been the world's best number 9, but you know, I don't know who takes that title at the moment, but yeah, you can't argue too much with having Aaron Smith in the team. There were other Smiths at number 9, but it was always going to be Aaron. Number 10, I've gone with another bit of youth. I've gone with Marcus Smith from Harlequins, kind of one of those next big thing players for England. He looks to be proper talented. I saw him score a very good try in some highlights that I watched recently for Quins. So yeah, it looks to be amazing talent. Only 20, not a big guy, but proper playmaker. So we'll see how his career goes. I know there's even been talk a little bit about him over here in New Zealand, so he's definitely on the radar of a lot of people, and he's an exciting one to watch. He will hopefully set this back line on fire. Inside centre, I've gone with Matt Smith, and he's my 3rd Matt Smith. So if you are a Smith and if you have a son and you want him to be a rugby player, apparently Matt is the name to go with because, yeah, there's a few Matts. Matt Smith from Leicester, I think he's been injured a fair bit because he's getting on. He's 33. He's played more than 200 games for Leicester, so he's had a successful career. He's going to add that bit of experience outside Marcus Smith, so hey, what can you say? It's a Smith. At 13, I've gone with Garen Smith from Cardiff. He's 23, so a little bit older than Marcus, but a fair bit younger than Matt. And yeah, he's had like I think 70 odd caps for Cardiff Blues, so not quite at the international level, but a solid Pro 14 Champions Cup this year player. So yeah, he played in one of the games that I watched when they were over in France this year. So yeah, that's the midfield. Moving out to the outside backs, left wing, I've gone with Rayno Smith. He plays, I think, for the Cheetahs now. He used to play for the Sharks over in Super Rugby. He's kind of a utility player, fullback. Maybe, I think he plays 10, also wing, got a bit of gas. Not world class again, but certainly a guy that can add to the team. Super Rugby or Pro 14 level player. On the right wing, I have gone with Ben Smith. So he's another current All Black, will be at least until the World Cup. So still world class despite his age. A lot of outside backs kind of lose it as they get a bit older. They have to maybe move into the midfield. But no, Ben has definitely still got it. Very elusive running style. He's on the right wing. I don't usually like moving him out of fullback because that's his best position, but he still plays really well on the right wing. But I've moved him to accommodate Fletcher Smith, former teammate of Ben at the Highlanders here in Super Rugby, but he's now with the Hurricanes. So yeah, he's a Super Rugby level player, 24 years old, kind of in and out at Super Rugby level, but a fair bit of potential. Had a really good Mitre 10 Cup season, but yeah, he is going to slot in at fullback. So yeah, Smith from 1 to 15. That is my lineup. In terms of a coach, if you can bring him out of retirement, I'm pretty sure he is retired. I think you go with the former All Blacks coach and all New Zealand legends anyway, Wayne Smith. If he's not happy to do that, you go with Cheetah's coach, Franco Smith. And you can have Conrad Smith, who's coaching Poe, as I think defense coach. You can have him helping out as well. So you got plenty of Smiths to choose from. Don't ask me why I did a video about Smiths. I just wanted to see if I could make a team. I did it just barely. I may have cheated a little bit with Hayden Smith because I'm not sure he's still current, but for the most part, I'm pretty confident. These guys are all currently professional rugby players, and they're all Smiths. So yeah, I'm going to go have some dinner, but yeah, you guys let me know your thoughts on the Smiths. How do you think they would go? And any weaknesses. If you know any other Smiths, even though it's going to drive me nuts that I didn't pick them, please do tell me what other Smiths you would have. Current ones rather than retired ones. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys again soon. See you later.